G'day guys, welcome to episode 63 of Ask Jack D. Today I take a question from good friend and scalable and saleable member, I remember the name of our program now, asking about how we've built a kick-ass team here at the Entourage. We were recently listed the 4th best place to work in Australia, so now I share my 3 top tips for how do you recruit superstars that align with the DNA of you and your business. Let it roll.
Pulling from the sky for some strength to take with me. Line up the stars, fly away quickly and push the world forward like a tidal wave hit me. I ride the wave swiftly, I fear no man. Check my titles made quickly.
This is like a really cool little set now. Like this and this, and let's get some. All right. There we go, mate. Good enough. Fucking nailed it. I knew you had it in you. Thanks, brother. Great start to the day. All right. G'day guys, welcome to episode 63 of Ask Jack D. Today we take a question from my good friend and scalable and saleable, I almost forgot the name of our program, scalable and saleable member, Bharath Kumar, who asks about the team we've built around the Entourage. Bharath, shoot.
Jack D. Bharath from Ear to Scalable and Saleable. Mate, before I ask my question, I first wanted to thank you for putting such a great program together. We have managed to double our sales and quadruple our profit last year, and big part of that is from implementing stuff I learned at the Entourage SNS program. My question today is, you managed to put such a great team together. Richard Bell, Peter Lakovich, Tim Morris, Luke, such a great team. How did you manage to do that, and what would be your top 3 tips to bring great people into the company? Go.
All right, thank you, Bharath. I particularly like the go at the end. Quite directive. Go, hurry, answer. Cool, Bharath, really good question. And well done on your successes that you mentioned earlier in the video that you doubled your sales. For those of you that don't know Bharath, he's an interesting story. Bharath was at a presentation I did probably about 5 years ago for Microsoft, like a startup boot camp, something they were doing. I was talking on capital raising money from investors. And Bharath was in the audience, and he came out and had a chat to me afterwards. He said, one day I'm going to make it to your program. And then about a year ago, or within the last year, he's joined Scalable and Saleable, and obviously had such an incredible result, which we love, mate. So well done. We are absolutely cheering you on. 3 tips for bringing on great people. Okay, number 1 is a principle that I call deselection, right? Most recruitment processes are premised and founded on the exact wrong thing that should happen, meaning employee sits on one side, or potential employee sits on one side, employer sits on the other side, and employer goes, we're amazing and this is who we are, and flexible work hours and promotional opportunities, and you'll get paid heaps and the work's really fun. And the potential employee goes, I'm awesome and here's my CV that I spent a few hours manufacturing to make me look awesome. And employer goes, what's your biggest weakness? And potential employee goes, oh, I work too hard. And like, it's just a bullshit conversation, right? There is zero authenticity. And it's like, how can you found any meaningful human relationship on an inauthentic conversation, right? Like, if you look at it just logically and you step away from what we're taught to think of job interviews as and go, okay, I'm starting a relationship with this person. Great relationships are built on authenticity and openness and honesty and brutal honesty. Yet we sit in a room and have this really fickle surface level conversation, right? So I do the opposite. I will literally say at the beginning of every interview that I do, look, by the way, we've got a new cameraman in Ask Jack D today. His name's Jack. So we've got, it's Ask Jack D. Jack, what's your surname? McAvoy. So we've got Jack D, Jack M, Rose M. We've got Jack in the building. So let's say I was interviewing Jack McAvoy, and I'd say, Jack, most interviews go like this, and I'd play out a similar scenario, the one I just did on camera, and I go, that's not how I roll, that's a bullshit way, and I swear. Why do I swear in interviews? Because I swear not in interviews, so if they don't like swearing, they shouldn't come work with me. That's a bullshit way to do interviews. Let's do something else. You drop the mask, you be really you, I'll be really me, and let's determine at an honest, authentic level whether this is going to be the right place for you to work and whether you're the right person to come and work with us. And the more real we can be, the more honestly and effectively we'll be able to assess that. Because if we sit here and bullshit each other for the next 20, 30 minutes, then we're going to think it's right. You'll come into the organisation. It's high demand. It's high performance. It's high stress. It's high change. It's a lifestyle working at the Entourage. Most high growth businesses are like that. And if you're not suited for it, it's going to be hell. If you are suited for it, it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done, but it'll be the best thing you've ever done. If you're not suited for it, it's just going to be hell. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for us. We'll be sitting here in 3 months. I'll be letting you go, or you'll be walking, because we didn't have a proper conversation to begin with, right? So drop the bullshit, right? Have an authentic conversation. I call it deselection. I've engineered the entire recruitment process my team amazingly carry out the first 90% of it, and then I do a final interview. If they're coming in at an executive level, if they're coming in below an executive level, I don't see them prior to them starting. But the way we've engineered the entire process, whether I'm interviewing them or another person interviewing, because I go through 4 interviews to get a job here. The entire process is built on deselection, meaning doesn't matter who is interviewing them. The objective of the interviewer is to tell them about the vision, tell them about who we are, tell them about why we do what we do and the essence of that, but then tell them about how hard it is and try and get the person to deselect themselves from coming to work with us, because it's the individual that can get through 4 interviews, maybe more, get to the end where everybody's just tried to scare the shit out of them so that they don't come work for us. It's the individual that's still standing at the end shaking with excitement going, I want in, this sounds like the best thing that could have ever happened to me, bring on the challenge, I'm ready for this. They're the kind of person we want to come work for us. Not the kind of person that sits there and goes, my biggest weakness is that I work too hard and...
The perfectionist.
Oh, the perfectionist who wants stuff slow or whatever, we are a very self-aware organisation. We know who will work. We know who won't. Let's get real, have that conversation immediately. The second thing is this, Bharat. Vision, mission, values. And I've spoken to you guys about vision, mission, values many a times. Jack, bring in 20 seconds about me talking about vision, mission, values. Go through the 3 things. It's vision, mission, and values. Let's start with vision. Vision is a higher purpose, a guiding star for their life's work. So my vision for my life and our vision for here at the Entourage is to push civilization forward by enabling more people to live on purpose. And we do that through education, right? So vision is, what is the purpose for your life's work? Why is this meaningful? And vision should be contribution-centric, meaning centered upon other people, not a self-orientated or company-orientated goal. Right, so what is the contribution-centric purpose of your life's work? The second thing is mission. Now, mission is self or company-centric. This is, what is your goal that your organisation or company is trying to become or aiming to become over the next 5, 10, 20 years, whatever time span works for you, in order to actualise the vision. Right, so our vision, push civilization forward. Our mission, which is company-centric, is to be the world's #1 education institution for entrepreneurs. So that's vision, mission, values, right? You need to bring on people who genuinely, from an internal, they don't need any external motivation from anybody, they are internally driven to fight toward the vision, toward the accomplishment of the mission, and to uphold the values. To the point where if there's somebody else in the organisation or something happening that's not in alignment with the values, this person on day 1 will walk over and go, I don't think that's in alignment with the values we hold here at the Entourage. That's the person we want working with it. The person's going to fight, not the person that wants to get lost in the airy fairy in the love, trust and pixie dust of vision, mission, values. The person that wants to fight for the vision, mission, values. And then the third thing I look for, and I've always looked for, is what I call the essence of the human being. We've now got about 70 people working here. As you guys know, we were recently named the 4th best place to work in Australia. And recently, when I say recently, in the last 6 months, I sat down with my HR manager and a couple of the executives in this business and spoke about redeveloping and re-engineering our HR process and our recruitment process according to what we now know and who we are today. And the thing I kept saying is, it's the essence of the human being. Every person that's here has a certain essence to them. For those of you that have been to our Entrepreneur Development Centre in Sydney, you'll know that there's just a feeling and a soul and a spirit and a specialness about everybody that's here, right? And so you say essence of human being. And then my HR manager always said, Jack, we need more specifics than that, because you know what that essence is, but we don't, and we need you to help train us and understand what does this essence mean, right? So I broke it into 4 areas. You've got soul, heart, head, hand. Soul. I believe that we are spiritual beings here to grow and evolve. So when we're looking at somebody's soul, we're looking at what is their highest and purest intention they hold for their life, and is evolution, growth, important to them at a soul level. Heart. Are they a good person? Are they kind? Do they genuinely want to contribute and make other people's lives better? Have they been through adversity in the past, and have they come through that a better human being, to the point where they may view the hardest times they've been through as the greatest times they've been to, or the greatest gift that's happened to them? Right? What's going on at a heart level? Head. Are they smart? Are they sharp? Can they operate? Can they think fast? Can they think really well? Can they work independently? And then hand is work ethic, right? Do they have a strong work ethic? They want a 9-to-5 job. If they do, not us. Go somewhere else. You need a superhuman work ethic to work somewhere like the Entourage, right? And so I believe that when someone's soul is aligned with their heart, is aligned with their head, and then is aligned with the work that they do on a daily basis through their hands, that's when an individual does their life's best work. And culture is about nothing more than enabling the individuals and your team as a whole that you should love and care about so deeply to do their life's best work every single day. That's what it's about. In the comments below, guys, share with us now, what's your #1 recruitment tool or tip? What is one thing you do through the recruitment phase that has worked for you? Put it in the comments below. I'll be there. Let's have a chat about it. Barath, you're an absolute legend. Keep kicking ass, mate. We're cheering you on massively through the Scalable and Stable program. I look forward to speaking with you guys tomorrow.
I've been there, I've just actualized a wish that I dreamed as a kid. Cause I'm lining up the